Hey there everybody, I am here to explain my switch from a Mark V GTI to an NB2 Mazda Speed Miata. There were lots of firsts with this car. This is my first manual transmission vehicle, my first private party purchase, first convertible. It's crazy, lots of firsts. But I'd say I definitely had a fun time flying down there and then driving it back up. One thing I'll say though is that the tires and brakes were very worn out. So we addressed those immediately after it got back home. We are now on Michelin Pilot Sport 4 all-season tires and Power Stop factory replacement kit for brakes, rotors, and pads. And there was a stuck rear caliper over here on the passenger side. So took care of all of that right away, along with a Sport Street alignment. The car drives much better now. Prepare for tripod dismount. So yeah, like I said, tires and brakes were immediate concerns when I first picked up the vehicle. Some other things I kind of want to address, as you can see, these headlights, they are smoked from the factory, but they definitely need a recondition, and they still have the original projectors in them. I may upgrade those to LED. Fog lights I'll probably leave as is. So everything's factory in the engine bay, but we'll get to that in a second. It was missing the belly pan and a fender liner, so put new ones in there. You can kind of see the lip here on the rear. I definitely like the look of this. I had considered an NC Miata, but I could not help but admire the looks of the NB2 and especially the Mazda Speed, which is a big reason why I picked it over any of the other generations. Other thing I was thinking about adding, tonneau cover. These are known to like get sunburnt if you drive them with the top down like this in bright weather for too long. So that's a thing I plan on doing. I'll move to the interior here. It's, as you can see, it's one of the leather packaged ones. I definitely didn't mind that. Still has the original 6-disc CD changer, so I have a CD phone mount in there, and I saw a couple of examples that had Bluetooth added without removing this radio. So I'm going to figure out how that works, and if it's interesting enough, I'll film it and shoot it out to you guys over here on the internet. I'm going to go ahead and pull the hood and show you guys what's up there. This vehicle has 87,000 miles on it, so actually was not driven all that much. So there's some things that we're going to need to look at based on that. As you can see here, there's some chipping, just paint wearing out on the valve cover. I plan on repainting that when we address the timing belt. We do not know the status of it as far as I can tell. So we're going to be taking that valve cover off, putting on a new gasket. As you can see, looking here on the side, it is leaking, I believe, lightly, more of a seepage than anything. So it's not absolutely critical, but is an item that I will be taking care of for sure. One other thing I did here is I upgraded the factory hose clamp to a T-bolt hose clamp on the throttle body. These are known to pop off, and it was doing that on the way up from North Carolina. So after I got it home, we upgraded that to a T-bolt style, and it's been holding on very well ever since. This radiator here seems to be doing okay. You can see it's starting to discolor a little bit, so I have a feeling that that will be in the future as well, especially as we get closer to 100,000 miles. Put some new wipers on. So I've been very impressed with this experience. A couple dad things I'll definitely mention here. If you are the type that wants to put your kids in an old convertible, the best way to do that in these cars is make sure you turn your airbag off. You stick the key in there and turn it to the right, and that yellow light will be on when the car is on. So pay attention to that. And secondly, the car seat anchors, although you can't see them, are actually hidden back here. If you slide this seat forward, you'll see the 2 hooks for the car seat. So both very important things if you're going to keep your child safe, which I would highly recommend. One last thing is that the catalytic converter was bad. It was throwing a code for, you know, the typical code, catalyst efficiency below threshold. We did some, you know, general troubleshooting, spraying water on the exhaust manifold, see if there were any leaks across the system. Turns out the cat was bad. So that is the one non-factory part on this car, is a Flying Miata downpipe and catalytic converter. It repaired the code and was able to get it inspected for emissions. So we are all set there. With that being said, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like seeing content posted randomly and across various topics. But, you know, if you enjoy the Al Explaining, definitely check the rest of the channel out. If anything significant develops from my efforts to keep this car running, I will definitely let YouTube and the rest of the internet know. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in future videos. Bye-bye.